A lot of people don't add gift boxes to their product because they believe that's going to cost them more money. They believe it's going to cost them more in terms of actually getting the gift packaging, shipping, FBA fees, etc. I can guarantee you one thing. Every single product that I've actually sold always had a gift box. And the amount of money actually cost me to get that gift box, which is usually 70 or 80 cents or $1, depends what type of packaging you have. FBA fee, that additional little bit for the FBA fee always works out. And the reason why it always works out is because when I add a gift box, I can usually sell the product for $5 or $10 or $15 more than I could have not if I didn't have the gift box, right? So I believe you should always be adding a gift box to your actual product and add that gift box in the actual hero image. And that also lends itself to you being able to splitting your listings up to target different avatars, right? So on one gift box, you can have one particular keyword, target this avatar. Another box, you can have gift for Father's Day or whatever you want, or, gift for mothers or gift for sister or something like that, just as a basic example. So adding a gift box, I think, is important and adds way more value to your actual product. Another thing that I've realized, or a bit of a misconception, is when people say stick to small and lightweight products, right? So the thing is with that, it's a complicated question, but I'll tell you my thoughts on that. So when it comes to small and lightweight, the advantages, of course, are shipping is going to be a lot easier in terms of that. In terms of even your inventory costs, you might feel like they're cheaper per unit. FBA fees might be a lot cheaper. It just makes sense, right? But does it really make sense? So what I mean by that is, for me, I've always been about profit margins, not about the actual weight of the product. So if I'm selling a product, and I've sold wicker chairs from Vietnam, and I've sold different types of really big products, and the reason why I say this, profit margins is more important than small and lightweight, is because of this. Usually, if you're selling a small and lightweight product, what tends to happen is you're finding a product that's small, lightweight. It's probably costing you, $3, and you're trying to sell it 15, 20. And what tends to happen with a product like that is you have to be very, very good at marketing, because it doesn't really lend itself for any type of Amazon PPC. You'll find it very hard to do that. And also you'll notice that you're probably only going to be making $2 or $3 per unit. So you need to sell thousands of units to do really, really well, right? So for me, what I prefer to do a lot of the times, and again, it depends on the product, is I would rather make $50 or $100 per unit of the product in profit and sell one or two a day. And that's $2,000, $3,000 a month just from that one product, right? So even if it's big or heavy, it doesn't bother me, because you'll find a lot of the times if you're buying a product that's actually big and heavy, what tends to happen is the actual inventory costs will work out cheaper, right? And again, why does this work out cheaper? Because a lot of the manufacturers that sell larger products are willing to do way smaller quantity orders, right? So I can buy 15 egg chairs from Vietnam, only 15, right, that are selling for around about $1,000 in Australia, and I can get them for about $150 or $200, right? So that fits in with what I want to do. So don't discount the fact that you can get larger, bigger products, even if you are on a smaller budget. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It matters about your profit margins. And as long as you work it out correctly from the beginning. And I think a lot of the times if you hear someone saying small lightweight, I used to say it a while ago, a few years back, until I started selling bigger products. And I was like, hang on, wait a minute, there's actually something here. And I think a lot of the times why we might say it, or coaches might say it, is because we worry that you're not going to do your calculations correctly, right? Or we worry that you're going to order too much inventory of this large product and you're going to be stuck with it. So as long as you're doing your numbers correctly in terms of what your FBA fees are, if you are going to have an FBA, or maybe you decide to fulfill by merchant, or maybe decide to ship it from the factory to your customer, there's different strategies of actually doing that. But ensure that your calculations are correct. But I think it's also a bit of a misconception there.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce sellers right here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. $50 million, holy crap. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and how we can help you build your own e-commerce business too, get off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.